These old homes are all but gone. Homes of our parents, grandparents in these Appalachian mountains. There's a few around, but most are all but gone. And these were scattered all up and down these Appalachians, from Maine all the way down to Alabama, especially here in the southern Appalachians, a poor region of these mountains. But they're so beautiful. And all the beautiful farmland, pasture land, just so beautiful for all this farmland. But it's slowly but sadly going away, being balled up and bulldozed under. It's sad when I see this, but this is progress. That's what they call it. And all the homes out in the rural areas now look like this. Subdivisions being built, just houses 3 foot apart, condos, apartments. This is our farmland is turning into, and it's disappearing hundreds of acres per day here in Tennessee, and it breaks my heart. Even in our Smoky Mountains, land is everything, and it's just progress after progress of things taking the land. So sad. Now these places can still be found if you get off the main roads, the highways, the 4 lanes, the interstates. Get on the old back country roads. These places are still there to be seen, but they're going away fast. Most of what I'll show you is done gone, done bulldozed under. And a lot of places look like this. The homes burnt down, rotted down, or tore down. Just old chimneys of old home places from our ancestors, our forefathers, from hundreds of years ago, and their big families. But some old places still exist on these farms that progress has not reached yet. Old log homes, times of our forefathers, but they're going away. Now, a lot of them are being preserved. Places like this here. This is a Museum of Appalachia in Norris, Tennessee. Preserves our history so fine. And this here's the Davy Crockett Tavern in Morristown and Museum. They preserve his history so well, and I'm so glad, because it's hard to find. And the Great Smoky Mountains and the Friends of the Smokies, they do such a super job preserving these old homes. This is just a few I'm showing you. This is on the Roaring Fork area. Beautiful old homes of our forefathers. If it wasn't for the park, they wouldn't be here. And it puts a smile on my face seeing them. And I hope it's preserved for future generations. They do a great job preserving them. And these old Appalachians was full of coal mines. They're about gone. And the old mining camps are completely gone. This is what they look like. Families, man worked in the mines, woman stayed at home raising the family. Little old places like this. No indoor plumbing, no bathroom, but they survived. But the coal mine is a thing of the past. They're still mining, but nothing like it used to be. Now these old homes, a lot of them are being preserved just by family members that's on the land, but they're slowly going away. This place I know is gone. It don't even exist no more. I took this a few years ago. And these old homes, all the times they've seen, if they could only talk of our people raising families throughout these Appalachias and the farmland, at these valleys. Beautiful old homes of all different styles. But the kids grow up, move off. The elders die, and it slowly gets bought off, sold, and it's gone forever. The land is gone forever once it's bought off. But some places is being preserved, but most are not. Nature's taking them back. Slowly but surely, day by day. Nature will reclaim its own. These old homes. And they've seen some time. But I'd like to document this just to be remembered what was there at one time. Even their old spring houses that was behind the house, they got their water. And their outdoor bathroom, the old outhouse. I still see these from time to time in these mountains. So much history is being lost. And I think about this as I look over these mountains. My people, and a lot of your people too, if you're from these mountains, had to leave these mountains to find a job. But they try to come back after they've worked their career. This next little segment is dedicated to the ones that had to leave these mountains to work.
I'll be leaving soon. I'll be headed north, though I don't know where, I don't know what for.
That was dedicated to all the men and women that had to leave these mountains to make a living for their family. And most of them come from old farms like this. The old farmhouse. They're spread throughout these mountains and valleys. Old homes like this are just sitting vacant. Some are completely gone. Some are almost gone. And all the times they've seen big families raised on these farms, you can still find these old houses out there that progress has not took over and people ain't bought the land and built something else on it, but they're just about gone. And I just like to remember these places. Breadbasket of America here in these mountains. All the old memories. These places just break my heart when I see them. It's just a matter of time before they're gone. And every home has a story to tell. I've told a story on this one of old Bill. And I see places like this that people's tried to modernize them, but they've got old or died off or just give up, just being abandoned. The old farmhouse. Some are really old. Old pre-Civil War houses. And some are still being lived in and upgraded, and I'm glad to see it. Some people work hard on working on these old homes, and some of them are museum pieces, like this one. This was back in the pioneer days. It's a museum. And up and down these valleys, along these rivers, I find these old plantation houses. Yes, they were slave plantations, but they're still here. People keep them up, take care of them, try to upgrade them. Some of them are made way before the Civil War. Here's one, it was in 1794, plantation home. So much time has passed, but people are trying to keep them up. Here's one from 1840. Beautiful old home. And yes, I know for a fact that some of them are haunted. I've been in them. But they're so beautiful, the architecture in some of these old places. But that's how the 1% live throughout these mountains. Big plantation, big landowners. But them days is gone. Most in these mountains lived in little old places like this. Raising a big family, working the mines or logwoods, on a farm, or sharecropping with their bare hands day after day. And they went and worshiped the Lord in little churches like this throughout these mountains. And went to school in places like this where they sent their kids. There's a few still around, but most are gone. Here's a famous one that's always seen. This is the schoolhouse of Boyd's Creek in Sevier County. It still stands. and the old country stores that our parents and grandparents used to go to in these mountains. And every little community had one. They're all but gone. A few still stand. But they're so precious of memories to remember. I can remember old places like this growing up. A few still stand. Well, I hope you enjoy these little videos of our history, of our people in these mountains, their stories, their struggles, their lives, and what they've done. So I want to thank you for watching. I've always traveling looking for this to document them. So take care out there. God bless, and I'll see you next time.